Hello gang, and welcome back to AshBurn Coast. That's right, last time out we did a mega job, I think, putting in our industrial area, actually moving the whole industrial area, putting in our timber forestry section, I would like to say. And yes, redoing all of our industry up and around here with our ore mine and our stone mine. Still with a lot more work to do for it. We're going to have to get train infrastructure out to it at some point in the future. It'll probably expand as well going forward. Now, what it's allowed us to do is potentially put in some real estate and some residents in and around here, some local residents that might build in the suburbs out here. And we will get to that. But today we're actually going to work on this complete mess we've got going on over here. So firstly, we're going to move all of these residents into a new location, basically getting all that low res pop out of here, and we're actually going to be moving them onto the coastlines. Now we're going to do a mix of low res and sort of medium, something similar along the lines to this, maybe a little bit of that, just to sprinkle in a little bit of height and depth with our buildings, especially on the coastline. You would want that, and you would have that. You would think of it more like a if anyone knows the Gold Coast in Australia, it's a holiday destination. It's got a lot of low set homes, but mixed in with a lot of high-rise buildings, like holiday buildings, apartments, that sort of stuff. And then the other thing is, we're going to take something that we were doing in our last build on City Skylines II, and that is putting in some canalway systems, which is also a feature of the Gold Coast as well. So I want to sort of sprinkle in some canalway systems, have the low-set homes, the coastal kind of homes, and also that medium density, and then hopefully we can move this population out of here, like I said, and we can focus on getting this downtown area pretty much looking like a downtown area, a little bit better, fill in all the gaps, maybe redo a lot of stuff in and around here that fixes it and helps it out. We also are going to then be putting in some rail infrastructure, so we're going to need some rail stations out here and get our people out and about here, because we're going to need rail connection to our suburbs. There will be one around here, so these people will probably have to drive into town to get on the train if they want to get out there, and that's probably what we'll do today. We'll probably just put in 2 stops just to start with. We might look at putting in a train system that has to split, maybe that comes down through this way and rejoins back up, maybe up that way. But for now, we're kind of restricted with what we're doing, and we don't want to blow the budget too much. First thing we're doing today is we're going to be putting this in here that I teased last time that I never got to. Oh man, look at that. Causes all sorts of traffic issues. I wonder if we should add some traffic lights and stuff too. But you can see this is just no good. Where are all these cars coming from? This way? Yeah, it's all our industry stuff, right? Yeah. Okay, yeah, all this needs to be cleaned up too. But yeah, thank you for your comments last time out. I think this is coming along really well, and I think I've done a little bit more tree work and just fixed up all the rivers. The flowing of the rivers wasn't working properly. In fact, this one had completely dried up. So what I had to do is I had to come up here and use the mod, this river mod, which is like this is so the person who made this map, which is in the detailed description down below if you want to check that out and if you want to play this map. So the person, they've gone and put this, and what you do is you set this, they had it set to 0.1 flow, which was okay, but it wasn't giving us a nice sort of chunky river here. So I had to go through and puff up all the edges just so the point 2 flow when it came through didn't start flooding all our parklands and all that sort of stuff. So it's still on the cards. It's still, I don't know, it's still sort of settling in. I only just got it done yesterday. Well, I was sort of just playing around with a couple of things to get ready. And yeah, it seems to be working for the most part again. All right, let's get... Oh, crikeys. There was an autosave there and I scrolled out. Let's get cracking on today anyway. So, what we've got is we're going to need to buy this land up straight away. Actually, are we doing this first? Let's do this first because then I forget. I did this last time. I like, let us do this first and then I didn't do it. Which means we're going to have to delete a lot of this stuff. Yeah, we're going to have to delete a lot of this stuff. Okay, so straight off the bat, you're gone, you're gone. You just got... Sometimes when you're doing this, you just have to take a hammer to it and just grit your teeth a little bit. As much as it's upsetting to do it, you kind of just got to grit your teeth. Okay, that's all coming out. In fact, I'm probably going to need more room there. That park has to go. That's going, that's going. All that pathways are going. Yep. Oh, that hurts. But it's a thing. That's going... We're doing away with it all. Okay, it was all just temporary anyway and just not right. We're just going to put in the same system that we've got here. And in fact, we can just use our little edit tool here to just adjust this out. Oh, I suppose it's quite square with that, isn't it? Maybe just do that for me. Get that looking nice and round. This is brilliant, this Move It tool. I highly recommend getting this mod if you don't have it. Just helps you adjust things. Now, like me, I'm not fantastic at building perfect symmetry off the bat, so I like using this tool. I like to move it. Okay. We're gonna have to fix a lot of this stuff, but for the moment, let's go ahead and get our freeways. We're gonna simply start. I think the simplest thing, you know, would be to actually start with the two-way and come off the bridge itself. Now, what's the distance you've got from the actual motorway to there? You're looking at about 84 meters. I mean, no. Well, I'll fix all this up here first. Maybe you need to swoop down a little bit further, but yeah, you do. It needs to swoop. It needs to do a little bit more swoopy. Who would have thought that already 10 minutes on building one intersection? Look, it's been an ongoing battle, this intersection, so it kind of needs to get done.
Though I do thank you for the honor, but I digest.
Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to 2 here.
As a traveler from my homeland, I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my
Yep, that's fine. That's fine. Yes, yes, yes. And then you come back on here. Look, I don't know how brilliant it is or how brilliant it's going to be, or if it's going to ruin life as we know it. I need to fix that up. I don't typically like that too much, but it is what it is. I just sort of bring that around there. This is harder than you think. You can see how much worse I've made that. I've made this too long out here, haven't I? All right, let me put a cut in here, and I'll come back and fix this. Okay, so I've cleaned it up a little bit. There is something we can just do here to probably clean this up as well, and it is potentially just bring that around there, which we're going to get a nice, more swoopy look in. If I can yeah, that's probably better. Just to get it married up, you can see here how much closer these sections are just here. So we could do that by just fixing that. Get a little bit more loop up there, and probably about there. That's fine. Then we get that kind of mirrored sort of symmetry. It's not perfect, and I've fixed it up a little bit there as well. It is a sharper turn off there. I don't think that matters entirely, as long as I can get sort of, you know, it's better for the eye to look at it like the way we've got it. Now we've got to hit play, and let's go to 3 times now, because this is going to stuff up the traffic for quite a while, but the traffic can now come up through here. The trouble is we've got these 2 intersections now, so I don't think traffic lights are the way to go. I think we've just got to let the simulation run now. But you've got to admit, it seems to be working. Now, I did like my office space down here. However, I probably am going to go ahead and dezone that. And get rid of you as well, buddy. No. Hey, mate. I think you might be just a little shop. Little shop. I could put some buildings there. We could put some low rent housing in here, which might actually help that space out. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Those buildings might be too big though when it comes to the low rent. So I'll do away with that. And that. We'll go with something slightly smaller and 2 of. Although that is a nice. You know what? I'm going to leave that because that might come in handy for something later. Lastly, I think what I want to do with the noise, I want to put my barriers back up because I use motorway sections here. I want to put my sound barriers back up just to help out a little bit. Oh, it's not letting me because of the weird shape I've got going on there. Ooh, yeah, okay, so you're not letting me do that because of all the tight shapes I've had to put in there for that. Okay, well, I guess we leave it. Maybe we can build some natural retaining with some buildings. Right, on to phase 2 today. We're going to need to put some train stations in at some point. We'll get to that. Let's do the nitty-gritty work and get all these people moved out. And we're going to put our first location like just about here. Now to do that, we're going to bring a road from potentially here, maybe even link up that. So we've fixed up all that junction here and here. And we're going to actually bridge over. Now eventually we will have a road that probably, look, this is a very busy section just here. You know what, I want to fix this bridge up too. Let's go ahead and fix up these trains. We don't need to go flying with the 1-2. We're losing demand here. I wonder if that's because the town is soaking up some of that demand, or if people are just moving out because of what we've done. It ebbs and flows. Right, so what I'm going to simply do is go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to come up 15. Okay. Let's see if that works. So we get our trains here. We get our double track. And I'm just going to put that in there. And that does give us a bridge. Oh, I don't own this area. Let's go ahead and purchase that. We're purchasing these 4 tiles to begin with. Yes. 28,000 upkeep, which is not too bad. And 132,000, actually not too bad. We're buying a lot of water space there. I'm well aware. Now I can actually go in and fix this. I was like, hang on a minute. You don't own that land, Ham. Right, and that's going to give us a passing section there for our water. How do we feel about that? I mean, the train line itself still looks quite good through there. I'm okay with that. As long as the water can pass through, it just made no sense that there was a key wall there, but we couldn't get it through. Next step. We're going to take, we're going to do a little bit of, yeah, we'll leave it on playing at level 1 speed. We're going to take our level. This is a good question. Well asked. Where are we going to take it from? Like that line? We need to figure out the level at which we can get over this motorway, and we're going where? About here, I think, are we? Yeah, where this little ridge is already. Let's go from about there. Turn off that. Turn off this. Turn off that. We want to keep these ones on for the moment. So, I might come from this side and go... down to 0.875. That's the lowest bridge I think you can have, is it? Oh no, we can get a bridge like that. Can you though, if I go page down? No. You're going to need to be 0.875. But you're on a 2. Let's say there, we've got a gradient of 0.4% plus, which is not too bad. That'll keep it. You know what? We'll call it water runoff. We've got a dip at the end there that the bridge is doing, but that's okay because we'll fix it all up very shortly and make it look happy. So we're gonna take that level there. That's our level. All through here, and we'll reconstitute the land later. All right, dig now, reconstitute later. It seems to be my Sims, not my Sims. I've been playing too much Sims 4. My City Skylines, word, reconstitute. Now, why are you not, we might need you to, I want you, Now, you're at minus 0.6, which is fine. If I just do that, I'm going to put a bridge pillar there, so I can literally do this. And I'm going to take that road like that. Right, beautiful. And I'm simply going to now get you lined in there. So we don't, you've still got a slightly nasty dip. Yeah, your bridge has got the wonk, buddy. How do you build your bridges? Wonky. Just come up a slight bump there, because you seem to be a little bit wonkified. That, for the most part, is pretty good. We've got a nice overpass there. We can even probably set some off-ramps to come on and off, much like we did over there for this town, which will be really good. But what we kind of want to do is we're going to encourage... Look, we're going to have streets down here. Streets, cornetto, ice creams. Take a level there for me, straight out to there. For the moment. And let's get one here as well. I'm going to fix up all of this junction, I think, because it's not a happy junction. It is not a happy place for cars to do things. In fact, it's god awful. How would you do that, Ham? I might do away with that road and bring this road down and around, or straight through. Let's revisit this road just here shortly. We've got our 3 different levels here, have we? I think. Oops, we want that. So what we're simply going to do is we're going to bring this one over here. This is just, I'm grading this for this road to come through. Right, so that's our level there for that road. Potentially more homes. Well, definitely probably another real estate area up in here. Right, and we've got this area just here we need to work out. So simply put, I'm going to go, hey, that's your height to there. Okay. And then from here, that's your height to there. Right, so there's our 3 heights that we're working with for our roads. Okay, so let's bring this road over. It'll take a little bit of work today to get this in, but we'll get it in nonetheless. And we're going to take this road straight out here now. I want to take off. that's our new intersection there. I think that's a happier junction. I think that's a much happier junction through there, and our connection through there looks a lot better. It may seem trivial, but I think coming in later, it will come to fruition, having our roads connected properly, looking good, looking much better. Right, down here now. What are we doing? Well, I'm take this road again, and we're going to come back up to 8.75. And quite simply put, don't give me that. Give me that. We're going to come out, let's say we're going to come out 176, page down to 0. Right, 192, 184. Let's go with 184, and we'll do the same for this side. Let's see if we can do that. Bang, and then we're getting a nice, that's kind of how we're going to do that. I want to see, and this might be difficult, if I can put the train station under here. I may not have given myself enough room, but here's the thing. With the new trains, we're going to have to put in a rail yard, by the way. We do have small train stations now in the game. We have elevated train stations, so I'm actually really excited about that, and I think we're going to have to do that now. So what it means is we're going to have to put in our rail depot, right? Our rail yard, to say. Now, this is not a small building. This is a large, large building. And when I'm moving around like this, it doesn't like it. Like, we could squeeze it in down here. Do I really want it opposite the rail, opposite the residential on the motorway? No, they're already contending with the motorway. That typically probably wouldn't be a thing. If anything, the rail yard would probably be out here. It just makes sense that it would probably be out here, to be honest. Which means we would have to purchase a whole nother tile, or potentially even 2. Oh, you're looking at 2 more tiles, Ham, and an upkeep of 20,000. How are we doing money-wise? We're doing okay money-wise, but don't forget, the more things we buy, the more things we have to do. I'm going to go ahead and purchase them, because I think it makes sense for this block of land here. If we're going to be putting some industry, some ports, whatever down here, having a rail depot yard down here on the main line, where it already is established, probably makes sense at the moment. Later on, let's have the potential to move it, and the best thing about City Skylines 2 is our ability to be able to move things these days, and I really like that. I want to get this height here. I want to get that height there, actually. I think we're on a downhill trajectory. Right, so we're going to take this happy medium. That's going to be our level. We're going to work out and put our rail yard in this area, I think. This, right? Now, if I do that way, I probably could do that way and extend the road coming from behind there. But, yeah, we could extend that service road. Now, if I have this here, you don't leave yourself a lot of room, Ham. I really don't, do I? I'm going to need to claim myself a little bit more land up here. I'm potentially going to have to buy another square of property as well. It's not really hurting us that much. Would you rather just buy it? And I would rather just buy that now, I think. Okay, this is why it's handy to keep these up your sleeve. Okay, tile upkeep for that one's not too bad. Do I want that one too? I don't need that one. I just need that one. Now, the cool thing about having this depot yard out here is I might squeak in a little bit more industry out and around this area. Just because I think it lends itself to looking quite busy and popular. And gives more reason for there to be vehicles, service... what are we doing here, by the way? We're trying to establish a bit of area here, and it's not working. I think that should be enough land for us to figure that out. Now, oh, look at all the people. Yay, trains. I know, super happy. We're losing population. The current number of citizens and hourly change trend is not great. What are people unhappy about? Unreliable healthcare coverage, small homes. We're getting there, people. We are getting there. We have to put this in to get you sorted. Right. Oh, yeah, we've lost all demand for residential. That's okay. As long as we're maintaining positivity up here, I don't mind. So, a couple of things. Let's work on the road first. We get our road in, then we don't worry about the rest later. Where can we sneak a road up the backside here? We could sneak a service road like that, or we could move you slightly like that. Okay, we're going to have a little road bridge over there, are we? Bridge over troubled waters. Yeah, why would you... Why? Let's go... let's put this bridge in now. That gives us a nice bridge. I'm okay with that. I'm very okay with that. And then we'll just get a nice little service road here. Yes, that will allow us to have a nice curve on there. How's our road looking there? Yeah, well, I'll push the land back up that way. It's going to give our vehicles a little bit of ability to... I'm just going to do a road like that, by the way. Just to be a little bit different. Ooh. Ooh. Yucky poo. Don't even need that there. You don't even need half these crossings here, to be honest. Okay. Yeah, I like that. It's just like a little service split off road up there. Cool. Right. The rail yard is in. How do we feel about a little turnaround road here? Look, I said before we might put some industry stuff down here, and I still think we might. So I'll worry about the roads later. As long as it's got connectivity, that's all that matters. Let's worry about getting these tracks hooked up. We've got to figure this out. We've got, you know what? Sometimes simple Simon said the pieman is all you need. What are we? We're up 188 over 186. Yeah, I think you're better off just doing that, to be honest. And we've got full connectivity here. Now, here's the thing. I could send these lines around the back and do sorts of other things and stuff. But for the moment, we're going to leave it. They don't need to be. The trains can just do what they need to do. In fact, oh, look, you could. I mean, we can. It's not like it's a bad thing. You can come around that way. But for the moment, we leave it. We've got connectivity. We've got everything we need out here. What about here? You don't have that? Yeah, I don't have that, actually. That's a mess, but I like it. It's an organized mess that actually works. Don't worry about the ballasting or the balustrade. It looks a bit horrible, but the actual tracks themselves, they all work. In fact, instead of that one coming straight onto there, you could bring that one further down the track, but I'm not going to worry at the moment. I can clean up the rail later. Speaking of a train, let's just watch that roll past. Carrying a lot of mixed consist cargo on there. That'll give Stephen Spry a headache. Okay. Now that we've got that in and we're paying... Well, we're doing alright. Have we got any demand coming back yet? Ooh, no. Current number of citizens and the hourly trend is not looking great. Oh, we got a fire! Welcome to Ashburn, ladies and gentlemen. Will the fire brigade get here in time? All the people are out on the street. Holy loud, Batman. Let's see if they will be dispatched. Let's see where they are. Oh, they've only just been dispatched? Come on, let's get a 2 times here. Where are you actually? Where is the... Oh, the fire's over that way. Okay, not too bad. There's a little bit of traffic up here. Come on, son, go. We interrupt this building for this emergency service. A townhouse is on fire and the fire brigade are stuck in traffic. Oh, people. Get out of the way, people. Are they going to make it? Here they are. Woo! Hooray! They did it. They did it. All right. Brilliant job. Brilliant job by our fire service there. Doing a wonderful, wonderful job. We've got 29,300 people living here. Holy moly. Okay. Let's start getting into this little beachfront area. Quite simply put. Quite simply. Oh, no, hang on. What we're doing, we're putting in the train. Train. Yes, so we've got these, look, we've got these lovely small stations and stuff now, which are really cool. There's a small train station just here. It's really small. Do you want to go that? Allows passengers, that's only 75,000. Money-wise, I'm not too worried. It's whether I can fit it in or not in this space, or whether or not my little bridge over the top here is going to cause a bit of mayhem. We could actually just set it like there. You're even going to let me have that? And I could fix the rail up as we go. What about... Okay, what about if I actually just delete the rail out of here for the moment, because it's all in a... It's all a bit bendy and whatever through here, and I can... Don't take that back to there, otherwise you'll end up having to pay for more. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to flatten the land. Through there. Look, I kind of... and looking at these train stations, they're quite large. I wonder if we were better off having it sitting on this side of the actual pass here and bringing the train line down around through there and back up that way. But look, it would be really nice to squeak it in here. It really would. The only trouble is that road. You can tuck it there. Where can I actually squeeze it the easiest point? Also, that leveling job you did. Or a touch low. I'm just going to give this a whirl. What are you saying that you've got connectivity there? I kind of don't want you to have that connectivity. What I was going to do is put in one of these roads right along here. Yeah, so I am going to have to just budge you over. We're probably going to budge you over one. And that being said, I wonder if I can just squeak you along. A little bit further like that. Right? So, the road here will end up being one of these roads. It will run up under there. Right? And the rail will then, we'll fix that rail so it comes in through here. We're going to, we might have to, oh, this is going to be difficult. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it without having to purchase another square here. Getting the rail connected up on that side, however, won't be a trouble. Give me that. Yeah, leave the rest. How do you want to do that? Like that, right. Okay, so that's got our rail line through there nicely. It's this little wonky bit out of here that's wonky. Can I just do this for a sec? Just so I've got a bit of connectivity. It's still going to be very wonky for the moment. We might have to fix it later. When we own that bit of land, then we can sort of fix that up. I don't really want to go spending money on more land that I don't need to. If I can avoid it. It's a very sharp turn through there. Oh, it's a very downhill too. Oh, that's horrible. All right, no, I've got to fix that. We can get away with so much, but that we can't get away with. In fact, just go ahead and smooth it down. We don't need to exactly grade it so much as we need to smooth. Well, actually, a little bit of grading through there. In fact, just what was that about smoothing? Shut up. It's not a pretty looking junction anyway. Oh, that actually, look, that came out a little bit better. For the moment, later on we're going to have to fix it. It shouldn't wreak too much havoc with how we're going to be building down here anyway, so it's fine. Right, what about our down roads? Down roads. Yeah, let's go that again. We want 8.5 come out, and we're going to come down. Probably the same length as the station, or maybe we just drop it down a bit shorter this time. And have it like there. So what are we looking at? 175. I think we can get away with 175. You know what's going to help is if we extend our little road out here as far as we can go. And that's it's going to make things a little bit easier for this. Now we said 175, so turn that off and turn the zone length off. Should help us a little. No, 177 is where you want to go. That's fine. Look, what, 2 meters difference? By the eye, you're not really going to see it. But what we get is it's nice little tucked in rail station next to the motorway here. It's a nice little building. It's a great little asset. I'm glad they put this in. And look, we can obviously, with the update, we can obviously drag that up to the motorway as well and make it look good. Make it look better anyway, how it's all sort of intertwined and interlinked. All right, what about car parks? We'll have all sorts of car parks and stuff out here. In fact, it gives good rhyme and reason to slap some car parks underneath the overpass here that we've got going on. In terms of a road, what I want to do is we're going to go a bit of a beach front drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to set this continuous line here. And we're going to sort of literally come up 1.25. I will take... I don't think I need that. Yeah, and we're going to go continuous. Now, I want to have a little bit of leeway along the coastal sections here. And for good reason, I'll show you why. So we want to keep this road looking very coastal sort of drive, a jaunt, might say. Can we get that in there? Yeah, you can have a little bit like that. That's fine. Right, and then till we come around that way eventually. Right, and you get this nice little coastal section here. We can do some nice parkland and stuff here. But for the most reason, I'll show you why I want to do it later, is I want to put in the texture. Sand surface, right? The sand surface is going to give us a nice... Oh, you know what? Probably better to put it in now. But you're going to get this nice sort of texture all the way along here. Right. And then we just simply just drag it up to there. And I can fill all that in later. We get this nice sort of sand texture here. So if you want to not watch me. All right, so you can see right there, we've got that little beach effect. We've got a little beach coastal road. And in fact, you know what? I could just drag this all the way up here. It looks a bit silly. I mean, the road will probably come up this way anyway at some point, so whatever. That can just blend in there and that's fine. But we've got our nice little beach coastal road and we'll continue it up here as we go with that. But I think that looks... It'll just add rhyme and reason as to why we've got a little coastal town sitting out over here, and I think that's good. Right, you're saying you don't have power and water, and for good reason. You're not connected to anything. Right, we're going to punch in a road. Can I can't get a road there, no. But if I be careful about this, I might be able to get in 2 roads like this. So if I go one like this, straight through here, and you don't need to be that either. And this is actually good. You can get a road straight down here. Now, do I want that off? Yes. The rest of yes, snap. I only want my grids working here. We are going to punch in roads like this. So you're 3 off that side. Right. Nice. We're going to go another main road along this side here, but let's leave some squares. Actually, let's punch in the car park now so we know it's done. What kind of car park we're going to go? Simply put one like that. Oh, I'd love that to fit there, but look, maybe. That's such a shame that I can't get that one down under there. Down under. Can you get that one in? You can get these. Oh, that's probably perfect. On that side, on that side. How do we feel about that? Hey, look, we've got a train passing through the station. Brilliant. We feel okay about it. You still don't have connectivity. We can go ahead and do this. Right. Just drag those up to there. I know you barely will ever see this, but look, for me, I like this little detail that you can actually do this now. You can actually expand your surfaces out. I think it's a brilliant iteration they've added. Look at that. That is horrible. And on that side too. What have you done there, Ham? I'll tell you what I can do. Let's see if this fixes it. Oh, that's horrible too. Nothing. I'll fix up the look at that later, but that works for us. That's fine. We've got those back where they need to be. Everything's working as intended, as Super Nintendo. Now, what I'm going to do before I plop in that residential area, because we've got no demand for it anyway, we're going to have to get Also, we've got no proper junction here like we do down here for the motorway. We're going to need one in. Yeah, we probably should. The trains are going to wreak havoc with that. Or are we going to put one in there? Yeah, okay. So this is what we got to do. We've got an overpass going this way. I tell you what, traffic seems to be on the mend ever since we put in this junction. The flow of things seems to be flowing like a thing. For the moment, we may have fixed it, but it does ebb and flow. Oh boy, what do we got to do to get the population cranking in the right direction? Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, taxes wise, we are 9%. I could probably drop that to 8%. We'll see how that affects the grand schemes of things. It will mean that we probably... I mean, taxes. Look, fair taxes +2. Come on, team. I mean, we're losing money over that, but, I mean, all in all, we're not losing a lot of money. That is making the trend go in our favor a little bit more. What we'll do is we'll get this train station in down here. I've just got to figure out how we want to get this in and where we want to get it in. We're not going huge with it. And I think like here is a really good area for our train downtown. Because we can use this motorway here. And we've got another split road here. By the way, this road that I've got here needs to change. I hate it. We're going to continue on a road. Oh, pause. I've broken everything. You know what? This road can change. And it will allow me to do what I need to do a little bit better. A lot of loud traffic out near mine today. This road that you put in last time, I really like it. What are you going to do? Well, we can keep this service road just here. It's fine. In fact, that's a nicer sort of transition. That's all I wanted was nicer transitions. Right? It's still not nice, is it? It's still not nice. I just don't like it at all. We're almost too close. How would you do it? It has to come from further this way. Whatever. Whatever. If that's how you want to play it, you can do it. Okay, we're gonna come down like that. Okay, we're gonna get a proper overpass looking thing there. Which is going to make us a heck of a lot better. We're going to shoot, instead of that road there, we're going to shoot this road. Straight ahead. Keeping that all turned off. Okay, for the moment, that's how it's going to go. Because we do have a radio station out here. Everything needs to be serviced. Can we check our connectivity when it comes to water and power, please? We should have full connection to water and power again if we hit play. Hit the boost. Yeah, that's got everything. It's got everyone sorted. Plus, I'm a little bit happier about this junction. How do I feel about that? I'm not in love with it. I'm probably more inclined to have something like that. Yeah, we can fix this. But you get what I mean? Like that other junction was no good. Take those out of the way. Take that out. You don't need that many crossings there. You can have a crossing there. I just don't like the crossings. The road itself probably needs to be reshaped just a touch like that. Okay, for the most part, that's our new overpass. It took a lot of kerfuffling. It took a lot longer to put this overpass in than I wanted. But we've got a nice swooping junction that hooks up with Brook Street here, and Brook Street continues over this way. So that's what we're going with. That's your lot. The reason and rhyme and reason for this is because now I want to actually squeak a road up under here not to do anything with this. I don't want to touch this motorway. If people want to get to the train service, I want the train service to sit right here. And in fact, we can literally just punch this in now. We're going to. I'm going to. What about sending people over here? Yeah, well, the point will be I probably will have an overpass over here. And I can have people get to the train station 2 ways, right? What kind of a station do you want here? There is a bigger train station. I think having a bigger train station here makes sense. I, however, don't think that we'd need 3 platforms. So we're going to go medium to start with. 3 platforms is just a little bit too much. And then we're going to need you on a slight... we're going to need you on the bend. On the bend. Alright, now. Yeah, so... yeah, otherwise it's just too much. 3 platforms is just overkill for what we need at the moment, to be honest. So can you give me that? So you're connected up. Are you connected up okay? You're a little... no, you're not. I swear to gosh, this game has it in for me when it comes to connectivity. Like how it puts a little diamond crossing. Every time there's a little connection junction, it puts a diamond crossing in. We're going to have to do that. That's a bit better. That's a heck of a lot better. And we still get our little section through that. Yeah, I can live with that a little bit more. Right. This road here, this old road. Did I build that at... I didn't build that at 2.5. No, I didn't. Okay, how are you going to do this? Well, I'm going to run a service road straight up here. Parallel with that one. Right. We had this road up here before. It's just now. Can you turn that off, please? And now I'm going to use the continuous. Man, oh man, oh man. That's what I call hard work. Alright, you've got a lumpy bumpy frumpy there. That's not my problem. Roads have lumpy bumpy frumpies. If you can't handle that. If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. Elegantly said. Right. Cool bananas. Down in here, I was going to put more farms back in here. Is that still the case? Look, it probably is. This road here could probably go, and I can get another farm in here. I kind of like the idea of having farms. Down around here. Down around a Bananarama. I'm going to fix up the power. I kind of want to farm along the edge there, so what I'm going to do... put in a service road there. Right. I'm going to leave that road there. We're going to switch to dirt roads. We can do some interesting ring roads here for the farm area. Take that off. Okay. That's how we're going to do that. I kind of like that. The switch down into there. Yeah, because roads do switch down into dirt roads all the time. And I'm going to get a farm in here. Now, I need to fix up the electrical cable before we hit play again, which is just rolling to nowhere. We can simply... oh, we do have connectivity everywhere, except here, where the game went... nah, you're not having it. And you're overlapping. Okay, the game for some reason was just like, you're not having that. I want you connected there like that. Okay, that's better. At least that's giving us our connectivity where we need to. Eventually, we're going to have grids that need to be sort of sorted out and redone. How does our land look here? Are we ready for farming again? Oh, I tell you what, we are getting close to being ready for that beautiful farming land. Can we actually just come back to one? Can we actually come here and paint in some more farming area? We can. You can see the areas that are affected though, right? So see the area in here, it's not letting me paint it in because the ground is still affected. So it's a good tester to see if your ground is ready for farming land again. But I might put more chickens and stuff in yet. I don't know. I'm leaving it 4 farms. So that much is said. Do I want to run a bypass track here for freight trains? Nah, I don't really at the moment. And then eventually, like I said, now I could run a tunnel into the city, into the downtown area, but we're not going to. We are starting to get a little bit of demand back right now. But first things first, I want to get a car park out here. We're definitely going to need a decent sized car park. Can it be covered parking lot? No. I'm thinking something along the lines of this. Right. Something more along the lines of that. We'll get probably... I'm just going to do this for the moment. How do we feel about that turning off for the moment as well? Yep. I might put some office workers out over here. Right? I might put our office space that we got rid of over here. We've got a little bit of demand for. I think this is a good area. We can put our office space just over here. Yeah, you know, simply put. And then what we'll do, yeah, I want you down here. I also want to have a couple of shops in here. Why not? You can have that. You can, ooh, we got a bit of high density. Yeah, a couple of high-rise buildings here wouldn't be a bad option. Okay. Not a bad option to have. And then get a little bit more of this community stuff in here. Oh, that's the car park. So why's that working? That's the car park. What I might do down here is I might put a like a plaza in across here as well. So I'll probably leave some land there. I'll probably leave some land for a plaza there. What's the biggest you can have? Let's go 4x4 on that. So he didn't take that. I also want to get another probably high-rise one there. That's going to soak up a lot of commercial demand for us down here as well. And what do you think? I think just another little off... well, actually, give me a decent size one there. Yeah, sure. Right. Okay, so that's going to be office demand and stuff. We probably want to get a post box down here as well. Okay, they can just have one. Makes sense. Eventually, like I said, we'll have these connected up via some way, somehow. They will be connected. Look, they probably should have a drop-off or overpass section here. Yes. Oh, what's happened here? The traffic's banked up again all of a sudden. You know, you guys can actually drive up here further. It's all a little bit wonky, isn't it? You guys can drive up here and actually pull off on this side too. Don't be afraid. Instead of doing this, you're really blocking up all the traffic. Whatever, Trevor. Okay. The area that we're sort of not working on today, we're working on. Right, let's get this in. At the moment, just so you're aware, recording for one of these episodes, we're already at an hour and a half. And I have to edit it down. Okay, train line. Let's go with something peoply and green, I think. We're going to go, yep. We're simply going to go on the inside line here, thanks. It wants to take the other side of the track. Oh, damn it. Okay, we'll go this way. We'll stick with the ebb and flow of things. Up to here. Then we're going to come back down here. And what it might actually help with traffic a little bit. You never know. There. Into the downtown spot. And then back out. So we've now got connection. Whoa, that's a bit of a train ride, isn't it? Hey! And so what we can actually do with this train line. This train line? This train line. We're going to call this the city... we're in caps lock. City to coast. City to coast, right? We're also going to say, hey, how many... We don't need that we don't need that many vehicles probably at the moment. Let's take the ticket price down to maybe 5. Let's just start with 3 and see how we go. We'll see how the demand... Uh-oh. We'll see how the demand gets up. But what we should see is our trains roll out of here. Oh, heck yeah. Trains, baby. And we've got our first passenger trains rolling on by. That's a wonky bridge. I like that. Right, now that we've got some residential demand, we can go over to our coastal town and start putting it in. You know what? We'll do a little track ride at the end. Why not? We'll ride that at the end. Let's start punching in our residential. But first, I want to get in the shops and stuff that are going to be over in this part. I also want to get in a small medical clinic. So, that would have been brilliant for a medical clinic. Can you have potentially... Now, here's the thing. Can you have a fire service down here? Oh, nothing is going to fit there, is it? I've built that just slightly too close. Okay, well, the downtown section, you can have the firehouse there. You can have the medical clinic there. And this police will... Well, you know what? We'll just slap a police one right in the middle. No, we're going to put a centralized downtown park there. What if we edit Middle Street to be like that? And all of a sudden, we get our police station in as well. So this little coastal area will facilitate probably a lot up around here until we can move further up. But for the meantime... Oh. What was that about? What was that about traffic beforehand and you thought you'd fixed it? Oh, people are moving in. Remember when I said I thought I fixed it? You didn't. And it's only going to get worse. Yeah, okay, well, whatever. What are you going to do about it? We can only do so much. And it's out of our hands. Right. We're going to go some shops. We're going to make this the shopping precinct down here. There are some car parks. That's good. You can have that. You can have that. We'll put in some offices down here as well. You can have some offices on this side. Office there. Maybe just a smallish high-rise there. Although it's going to be about the same. Some high density maybe just there. We'll see how they go. They're going to do that. Maybe some more there. And a little bit there. Do you want more office space? Yeah, potentially. Okay. That's probably fine. But we'd go some more office space there and there for later on when they want to do that. And we'll just make this all Lindbridge Street can be all shops and so forth. Now, I don't want to rinse the shopping too much, which we already just have, because I want to put in some apartment buildings down here. So the way we do this is we've got these nice coastal density homes, which we're going to punch in some of these now. Although there's a bit of water flowing through there, we'll have to see how... Oh, the AI is just going to pop up, build like that. We're going to mix these up. Right. We're going to get some regular homes in too. Or I might put some row housing across here. So we'll put some more... We might put some blockier sort of homes there. Right. I do want some apartment blocks along the front, so we'll go some more coastal homes here. Let's go some more of that. I'm just going to block all that in. Okay, I don't mind if that's how they want to build as well. We could potentially put some housing in and around here. I don't think it really matters, so we could probably do that. Yeah, okay, so let's get in a little bit of row. Actually, this here is probably perfect for row housing. These aren't big row houses, I'm aware, but nonetheless, they're going to look quite good like that. And then on the opposite side here, we'll just go something like that. I like to mix it up. Right, I've said it before, I like to mix the row housing up so it looks a little different. And on the end here, we'll just slap in a little bit of a park. We do have that right there, which is a small playground, and that's kind of perfect for that. In this section here, I was hoping I could find something that would fit in there really nice. Oh, actually, look at that. Oh, look at that. We can have that in there, and that's beautifully placed. Can we actually do something with... Right. Get me a couple of... That's not going to work. Maybe we just leave it like that and then just put in a... Maybe just a row of bushes. And you're not going to fit those on everywhere either. See? Yeah, not a... You know what? I'm just going to put them where I can put them. And let the game sort out the rest. Okay, I think that's a nice little green space downtown for this little coastal community. They got a park there. We can sprinkle in a few more parks here, there, and everywhere as well. What I want to do is just get a couple. We got. Oh, look at those. Cool. I want to get a couple of residential high rises going in here now. There is demand for shops back, so these are quite perfect. These ones here. What this is gonna? Oh, I don't think that's gonna work there. Not unless... No, well, that's not going to work there. I want to do more low res here. We'll sort of start doing it on the outskirts here. Now, to fix this so I can get another one in here, take me a path there. Like that. Right. That's actually good. And you'll see this little theme start to creep in where we start doing a lot of little paths in and around like back alley areas here. That'll probably be a lot there. And then to finish it off, just to give you guys a rough idea of the look I want to go for here is we're going to go, want that tree, thanks, and sprinkle in a heap of trees all through our build just that we've just done down here. Right, we're going to start sprinkling them in. I will get them off the beach. Don't worry about that. Right. Just so we get a nice indication of what we can have this place looking like down here. Alright, switch to some oaky boys. Some oaky dokies. The oakies are nice and big fluffy. They give a good nice big fill area. Right, I don't typically want the trees on the beach, to be honest. Right, you get this nice sort of green area mixed with actually, you know what reminds me of Gold Coast, and if you've never been to the Gold Coast, there's for some weird reason a lot of pine trees. You could call them spruces, but a lot of pine trees along the Gold Coast waterfronts. And then simply put, we just go page down and we'll get some palm trees. What kind of palm trees do we want? We'll go with that one in a curved line, thanks. Just can't quite get that right. That's it, perfect. Right, they're trees at the end of the day. They don't need to be perfect. Yeah, something like that. That seems a bit of fun. Why not? And look at our buildings going in. Oh, we've got the demand coming back now for these buildings. So we are going to get a look here. So before I go today, that's the look we're going for. Now, that's going to crank up our money here. I want to start, next time out, we're going to probably start, actually, you know what? I really want to dezone that now, but we're going to work on this downtown section next time and start to get it out. We're also going to keep continuing our coastal towns down around this way. We could actually probably give these guys their own suburb. And we can continue that. What's it given us? It's given us Olive Acres. It's not very coastal like, is it? Let's give it like let's call it Palm Cove. Okay, we'll call it Palm Cove. Now, there is actually a place called Palm Cove, but it makes sense. We've got a little beach cove in here. We've got palms along it. We're going to call it Palm Cove. Our new little estate. And look, I'm okay with just these sprinkling, these smattering of high-rises along the coastal front. Because, look, people would want apartments down along the coastal front. I'm all about that. I think it just adds. We've got these different dynamics of buildings here. We've got the low-set ones. I like it. I like Palm Cove. We've got a little train station out here that's just pulling in right now. It's got 100 people on it. It's not doing too bad. Oh, man, a lot of people. Whoa. And look, people will want to come down and go to the beach down here, right? Am I right? Yep, maybe. There's a lot of people walking along that road. We're not going to need to... Look, we got public transport sorted anyway. How are we looking here? More people going here. How's our train station looking down here? Actually, let's ride the train in. Just to see what this is like. But gang, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Wait. Pause. Give me that. Attach to it. Turn that off. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please consider leaving a like, commenting, and subscribing down below. I've now got to go and edit 2 hours worth of footage down into a manageable video for you all, because a lot of it's just me rambling and just sort of fighting the game a little bit in terms of what's going on. Look at our farms down here. We're going to be able to put in our new farms down here as well sometime soon, but for the most part, let me know what you think. I think it's good, and we can start moving out all these residents in here sooner rather than later now, and getting our downtown looking a lot better. But I think for the most part, yeah, we look like there's a fair few people on down here, so I'm happy about that. And our new little precinct down here for yeah, look at that high rise. I'm all about that. Looks great. These are great buildings. I like them. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that we fixed this, and the traffic issues sorted again, by the way. It seems to ebb and flow, that traffic issue. More trains coming through here, another train heading out that way. Let me know what you think of our little coastal town. And I think we'll continue this coastal theme all the way up and around here, which is going to look really, really good when we get our coast beach line up and about. I've been VanHam. Stay safe wherever you are. Stay glued to your screen for plenty more action, and I'll see you all very soon. Get out of here.